Hi, I'm Bridget. Welcome to my kitchen where I help busy families eat well with wholesome and delicious recipes. Finding a healthy snack for a car trip or the ski hill or any old time isn't always simple. Grabbing a piece of fruit is easy, but finding a sweet treat that's wholesome, that we all enjoy, that's satisfying, and is filled with healthy stuff can be a bit of a challenge. That's where these crispy cranberry almond granola bars fit the bill. They're a sweet treat that's a little bit healthy, and they're really easy to make. Let me show you how. We'll start by combining 2 cups of crispy rice cereal with 2 cups of old-fashioned rolled oats, or you can use quick oats. Just don't use instant oats or they'll make your granola bars a little gluey. To the oats and crispy rice cereal, we will add 1 cup of toasted almonds and half a cup of dried cranberries. We're just going to mix those around till they're well combined. And next, we're going to make the sticky mixture that holds the granola bars together. For the sweet mixture, we're going to combine 1/3 of a cup of butter with 1/3 of a cup of brown sugar. You can use dark brown sugar or light brown sugar. In my brown sugar, I have a terracotta sugar saver. It's a little piece of clay that helps keep your brown sugar from going clumpy. And if you don't have a sugar saver, you can always use a marshmallow, half an apple, or a slice of bread to keep your brown sugar from drying out. So that's just 1/3 of a cup of brown sugar. And finally, we'll add 1/3 of a cup of molasses. We're going to warm this mixture on the stove until the butter melts, and we'll let it come to a gentle simmer. I'm just going to warm it over medium heat. And when the butter starts to melt, then I'll start to stir it. Our mixture has come to the boil. So we're going to let it bubble away for 2 minutes. Keep stirring it while it's boiling, and you can turn the temperature down a little bit. We just want to make sure that it continues to boil or at least simmers. It's boiled for 2 minutes. So now I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. And the vanilla is going to make it bubble up a little bit more. We'll combine the vanilla. And now we can add this sticky buttery mixture to the rolled oats mixture. And just stir to combine. We'll want to make sure that all of the cereal and all of the rolled oats are well coated with the molasses butter mixture. What my family and I really love about this recipe is that you can mix and match the dried fruit and the nuts. If you want to make the recipe school friendly, you can replace the almonds with pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds, and you can replace the cranberries, if you'd like, with raisins or chopped dates or chopped apricots. The general ratio is 1 cup of crunchy stuff, so nuts and or seeds, and half a cup of dried fruit. Now that this is well mixed, I'm going to let it cool for just a minute before I add 2/3 of a cup of chocolate chips. But while it's cooling, I'm going to prepare the pan. We use a 9x9 pan, and I like to line it with parchment paper. You could grease your pan well, but I find it easier to use parchment paper. So you can just stuff it in. Doesn't have to be pretty. When I add the chocolate chips, they will get a little bit melty because there's still some heat in this mixture, but they're not going to totally melt. I'll mix this a little bit more to make sure that the chocolate chips are well combined. And now we can just scrape it into the prepared pan. One of the tricks to this recipe is making sure that the mixture is pressed really firmly into the pan. So you can use your spatula to press it in as much as possible. But my favorite trick is to use another pan on top. So I grab an 8x8 metal pan. I'll just turn the edges of the parchment paper in a little bit. And I'll use the metal pan to really press the mixture in to the bigger pan. And that way, when they've cooled, they'll be a lot easier to cut and they'll stay together well. When you feel like you've squashed it down about as much as you can put these in the fridge for a couple of hours to cool until they're good and firm. Our granola bars have been chilly in the fridge for a couple of hours, so now they're firm and ready to cut. The thing that I love so much about using parchment paper in the pan is that I can simply lift them out and cut them still on top of the parchment. You can decide if you want to cut these into squares or if you want to cut them into bars, more like the granola bars that you would buy. I like to cut mine into bars. You want a good sharp knife to be able to cut through the almonds. And there you have it, 1.5 dozen homemade granola bars that are filled with all kinds of healthy stuff. I'll be sharing more healthy family snack recipes, so be sure to stay tuned. Thanks for watching.